Welcome, honorable members, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues. We are extremely happy to welcome you for this new webinar from the series for AI governance in Parliament. The main purpose of the webinar today is to focus on implementing AI frameworks, how to govern AI, who is deciding on what, how to choose initiatives and projects, and when to make proof of concepts, or which AI technical framework implemented, for instance. But we will also illustrate this webinar with some use cases which are pretty original and that we thought would be important for you. We will have three panelists who will present. We have Edmar Tati, who is data analyst and developer in the Angolan National Assembly. We have Saseeta Ramsahye-Rakha, who is manager of parliamentary digital services and broadcasts at the National Assembly of Mauritius. Saseeta leads the institution's digital transformation and AI integration efforts with a strong focus on accessibility, multilingual innovation, and inclusive technologies to enhance citizen engagement and transparency. And the last panelist will be Abeer Obaidulli, who is the Director of Systems and Digital Solutions at the Shura Council of the Kingdom of Bahrain. Abeer brings extensive experience in technology and innovation. She currently chairs the Digital Transformation and Artificial Intelligence Committee, underscoring our commitment to advancing modern technologies in government operations. She is also a member of the Gender Balance Committee at the General Secretariat of the Shura Council. Abeer also holds a master's degree in information systems engineering and a leadership diploma. She's also a certified digital transformation consultant, a data science and emerging tech researcher, and a certified trainer. So we will have these three panelists performing their presentations one after the other. If you would have any question, we kindly invite you to put them on the chat. Once all the three panelists will have made their interventions, then we will take all the questions that have been raised and we will address them to the person who is the best to answer your question. If you want to target one specific panelist for your question, please mention it inside your question. We will track them and provide them to the appropriate person. Without taking longer, I will call Angola National Assembly, Tati, to take the floor and to perform this presentation. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Edmar, as previously mentioned. Just if I quickly share my screen. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Let's get started. I'm a data analyst and developer in the Angolan National Assembly. We'll be talking about today how we do smarter governance in using AI in Angola's legislative future, to enhance Angola's legislative future. Angola is quickly changing, facing increasingly complex legislative demands and and operational challenges. As governance modernizes for all of us, the integration of artificial intelligence and LLMs is set to transform parliamentary processes. AI will play a crucial role in this for all of us, not just here in Angola, for everyone. Enhancing legislative research and analysis, detecting legislative gaps, supporting informed decision-making, empowering technical staff like myself. I'm a developer, and in my case, it optimizes a lot of my work, and laying the groundwork for structured public engagement, which we hopefully can get to in the future here in Angola. Essentially, while AI is currently used to enhance internal parliamentary functions, as of now, it will eventually, sorry, I have to minimize you guys. It will eventually eventually evolve into a tool for more structured public participation. In Angola's parliament become more inclusive and responsive over time, hopefully. What we use currently is Audismo, sorry, I gave you the Portuguese accent there. Audismo and Zoom Companion, which these two help us with AI-powered transcription and documentation, which enhances our workflow by optimizing the transcript, by optimizing some, not all of the transcripting, because it has some issues, but they're just getting way better as we go along. Reducing administrative burden of drafting minutes and all this tedious work, freeing up our staff to focus on other tasks, other works that are helping us get better. AI assisted search documentations here. I don't really have an AI because a lot of people use their own AIs. We're working on that. So some might use GPT, some might use other things. But this accelerates legislative research. So it supports decision-making and enhances efficiency for for all the teams here in our parliament. And moving on to my area, which is I mostly spend time coding. So code generation and review assistance when it comes to programming and stuff. I see it because we're a small team. We use a lot of these models that I have here on the line. Some use ChatGPT, some use Cody, some use GitHub, but it supports us, it automates our work, it makes our work a lot better than it used to be. I wouldn't say it was bad, but it makes us even better. And then Cloudflare. Cloudflare strengthens our digital defenses, detects and mitigates cyber threats promptly, and enhances system monitoring by identifying vulnerabilities before any exploitation that we might have. It also enables rapid response. So it allows us to know what is being attacked a bit better than it was before, and it allows us to know not exactly who's attacking, but the IPs and all the stuff with a lot faster knowledge that we could have had before. And we can bar the IPs, we can block the things, making it a lot simpler for us. The benefits of enhancing all of this stuff, having all of this, like I said before, it enhances legislative research and document processing. So it makes us think faster, better, and gets us a lot quicker than it was used to do before. Reduces the time spent on manual documentation, which allows our staff, all the staff that use AI to move on to other works, which will be beneficial to our government. It optimizes our work, especially as IT staff support. It optimizes it and supports all of our IT infrastructure, digital security and infrastructure, improves our workflows, especially here. We have so many applications which require workflows, which we in ourselves, we use AI to help us with. And improve meeting documentations, like I said before, via Zoom and Ultimus. Zoom, and these two applications are phenomenal at helping us with this. And Cloudflare strengthens our security, cybersecurity and systems. Okay. This, like I said before, just to go into a bit deeper into how it enhances our research and document processing. In our parliament, AI is transforming the way we handle the legislative research, making our work faster, smarter, and more technically precise. I think I pushed ahead a bit, but okay. We have a shortened research time. Shortened research time. AI helps us understand complex technical and legal text. This is for a global sense, so we can understand laws from other countries. It's not just our local senses for, so we understand, so we can see what works well for others, what could work for us and stuff like that. Especially on the translation bit, that helps a lot. It provides broader access to legislative insights, and we can align policies more efficiently. By integrating AI-driven documents processing are optimized our workflows, improving accuracy and enabling more tech-savvy approach to our governance. Recently, the Angola Parliament experienced a cyber attack, emphasizing the urge of how we need, what we need to do to advance in our cybersecurity solutions. We implemented Cloudflare, which has been revolutionary and has helped us a lot to shift from the attack and secure our files, secure our data, and improve reinforcing our digital defenses. It has early threat detection, it has proactive vulnerability monitoring and rapid incident response. And I'm not personally involved in the team, but when I spoke to the colleagues about it, they were more than happy to sing its praises. As we move along with AI, all the strengths we gain, so do malicious actors have it in their leverage. They can, for more, how could I say, they learn what to do, how to hack us easier via AI. Either using AI or just asking AI, malicious AIs, how to do so. So AI-driven phishing attacks, you get people getting better emails sent in. You get AI hacking techniques. You get advanced data manipulation, which we continue to use Cloudflare to secure our networks and reduce risks and threats from outside. The challenges we face are, as I mentioned before, but the biggest challenges we have is privacy and data protection. We need to ensure and follow IPU guidelines, as everyone does. And not only IPU guidelines, there's parliamentary confidentiality standards as well. This proves difficult because you have a lot of people just ChatGPT, this and that, and it just goes, people just put names and things inside, and that's a big risk that we are currently facing. This is why we are working with a company, an external company who's developing an LLM that will also help us avoid the bias in AI and help us keep our model in-house. Hopefully, yeah, I can go quickly and speak about this. The project is by a company named, project name is TBC by a company, Profitus, Angolan company Profitus, AI tailored for governance. Profitus is developing a proprietary LLM using a retrieval augmented generation and context augmented generation to enhance AI ability to process legislative information efficiently. I could sing the praises of this company a lot more, but it's I'll go quickly through it. It builds an advanced AI framework that is user-friendly, which monitors the AI output, which reduces the biases, keeps it local. It's constantly refining its model with what we input into the system. It implements strict security protocols and uses our encryption, and it is a beautiful system. There's a link down here if anyone wants to check it out. They have a little tech demo there that you can play with. And yeah, once again, I'd like to thank everyone. Yeah. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak here today.
Edmar, thank you very much for your presentation and very interesting points that I'm pretty sure we will come back on. There's already a question that has arrived, and we will forward it to you during the question session. But thank you very much for your contribution. So now I would like to leave the floor to Saseeta, and Saseeta is from the National Assembly of Mauritius. Saseeta, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ludovic. So as per our digital transformation strategy plan, 2024, National Assembly of Mauritius decided to include AI to modernize its operations so that we are able to strengthen our democratic processes and improve our citizens' services to citizens. For this year, we are focusing on inclusivity and engagement of our citizens, and AI systems, if developed correctly, it can enhance our efficiency and accessibility, and let us move forward in our parliamentary innovations. We have developed an AI policy and framework guideline so that we are able to ensure to establish a governance framework for ethical and inclusive AI use, to promote innovative and transparent and efficient parliamentary services, as well as to manage risk and safeguard against bias, misinformation, and more especially privacy violations. We have also established to build an internal AI literacy and foster a culture of responsible innovation. The framework applies to all AI tools, systems, or applications that is being deployed or will be deployed within the National Assembly. All members of Parliament, staff, consultants, contractors, working with or developing our AI solutions, as well as AI applications used for research, automation, public engagement, and parliamentary processes. One use case which we have chosen for this presentation to see how the framework of AI policy framework of Mauritius is applied within the development of AI use cases. So this is the AI policy framework has been developed as a global one. For this use case, as I go along with the presentation, I will just align all the topics and chapters, how it is being replicated in this use case. This use case is AI Creole Mauritian LLM, language inclusion. So just to go into the context, Creole is the local native language of Mauritius. So, but our official language is English. Hence, as per the Constitution of Mauritius, all debates within the National Assembly is in English, but since we were a French colony as well, French as well is allowed. But for inclusivity of the citizens and making the work of Parliament transparent, there has been debates of introducing Creole within the parliamentary process of Mauritius. But the language itself was standardized in 2011, and there has been a panel of researchers at the linguists at the University of Mauritius working on the lexicons, the dictionary, and so on. So for this project, we have partnered with the University of Mauritius and the Creole Mauritian Corpus. They have built a data set for us because we as technologists, technicians of Parliament, we are not specialists in languages, so they have developed the data set for us. And we have developed a prototype which I have a screenshot here, for which we can automatically transcribe the speech to text for the Creole Mauritian, because not everybody can read and write Creole Mauritian as of now. And within our hands-on reporters group, there we do not have any officers qualified to do this transcription. If very shortly the National Assembly of Mauritius decides to introduce Creole within the chambers. So we have resorted to AI, which very easily is doing that work for us. For our framework, we stood guided by the IPU guidelines. So you will see I had to include this diagram of the IPU ethical principle for Parliament for human oversight, transparency, and data privacy and protection. And I can tell you, when this AI policy framework was presented to the clerks and the speaker, being guided by these IPU principles helped a lot in giving them the comfort required, so that they were at ease while this project, this transcription was being done automatically for AI. We do have the governance structure. It consists of approving AI strategies, policies, and projects, ethical compliance, alignment with national and international frameworks. We have some legislations by which we have to abide by, for example, the Data Protection Act of Mauritius. National Assemblies is certified data controller. We do have a life cycle for supervising the AI system, that is from design to decommissioning, especially decommissioning of the prototypes we used in the lab test. We have a board which is composed of the clerk of the National Assembly as the chair, and then members, representatives from various departments. We also stress on the point that we should be having an ethics subcommittee on AI. This is a board composition. We have some some individuals which are external to the National Assembly for transparency and for example, we have people from the Search MU, from the Information Security Division of the Ministry of ICT. We have a representative from the Government Online Center, which acts as our data center. We have the people from the Ethics Committee and some external advisors on AI as well. The strategic actions have been divided into four phases: governance and policy, capacity and literacy, pilot and deployment, and review and innovation. Because as we went along in our implementation of the projects, we were trying to see how best we could move forward quickly, but evolving in a correct framework. So for phase one, we have data literacy and training. Since AI is not new, but it's since a couple of years that it has been popularized within the organizational processes. So we are building an AI and data literacy. We are investing in the training of not only digital staff working in the digital services, but staff from all across the National Assembly. We are also doing some awareness and sensitization campaigns through workshops, work groups, among the staff, the MPs, and other stakeholders as well. We are doing the stakeholder mapping for the diverse use cases that we would be implementing very soon, as well as baseline assessment and review. For the phase two, it is pilot projects and use case development. For phase three, it's institutional integration and governance alignment. And for phase four, it's monitoring, innovation, and international engagement. We have also one chapter on risk and security management. So all the risk assessment, which cuts across all the dimensions, such as bias, misinformation, data leakage, hallucination, reputational impact, and so on. We have also integrated security in the designs. For data integrity and protection as well, we have strict controls for bias and mitigation, and ethical standards and safeguards, which will be reviewed by the ethical community. We have other measures as well as incident handling, which goes in line with our ISO 27001 framework. We are also aligning ourselves with the legal framework. The ministry is coming with an AI blueprint and the Data Protection Act and international standards, of course, the IPU guidelines, which is very instrumental for us. So this has been a big help. And then adaptability and review. So basically, the framework is built on IPU guidelines and the CPA. The CPA, which is also helping us along for digital inclusion and gender inclusion, because our new speaker, she's a trailblazer in gender. She was the one some 30 years ago, which created the Ministry of Gender. So she requested that within that framework, we have a chapter for gender inclusion and measures, because some people feel that women are left out when it is question of integration of technology, especially new technologies as AI. So it is a gender sensitive design. We are also opting for inclusive participation. The speaker also asks for like prevention of gender-based misinformation and violence on all our system, and equity and engagement. We have the stakeholder engagement chapter. And lastly, review and evaluation. So it's a continuous learning process, and we are planning for external audits as well. So we are planning for reviewing and ensuring that adoption of the AI policy in all use cases. And finally, to conclude, in Mauritius, we believe that ethical and inclusive AI can bring Parliament closer to people, and that's what we are doing. And so our frameworks are designed to safeguard and democracy while we continue to embrace innovation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is very nice, very well framed. We will come back to this point. I would like to leave the floor to Abeer. So, Abeer, if you'd like, the floor is yours.
It's a pleasure to be with you all today as parliaments around the world being to explore the role of AI in governance. I am honored to share our experience from Shura Council of Bahrain. Today, I'd like to take a few minutes to walk you through how we approached AI governance, highlighted the particular steps we took, and the key challenges we navigated, and the progress we have proudly made so far. So why AI in parliaments? AI is a transformative force that can improve legislative efficiency, public engagement, and decision-making quality. The motivation to integrate AI stems from our goal to modernize parliamentary functions. We aim to enhance the efficiency of our legislative work and oversight rules and make more informed, data-supported decisions. Governance. We all agree that the meaning of the term governance is the framework that defines how decisions are made, implemented, and monitored with an entity, whether it's a state or institution or a technical system. Why AI governance matter? However, it required transparent governance, strategic prioritize, and responsible implementation to ensure alignment with national values, legal framework, and Shura Council priorities. All of this is to ensure AI technology are deployed responsibly and effectively. I will give a real example of explain how governance is used in our system. The legislative tracker platform was recently launched as a significant milestone in the Shura Council digital transformation journey. It offers a comprehensive and integrated solution for managing workflow across all stages of the legislative process. The platform also ensures timely public access to legislative updates, leveraging the latest in advanced technology. It includes several AI features, as you see here. I will take only the last one as an example, which is when we use AI to suggest the agenda topics for an upcoming parliamentary session, we analyze ready topic to discuss. I mean by topics, the question, proposal, or draft law. So AI will identify priority item based on multiple factors, trying to place some topics ahead of others, which is also ready for decision. So here governance ensure that the system does not make decision independently without human oversight. The algorithm used to prioritize topic is documented and explainable. Data privacy is respected, especially for topic not yet allowed to publish. The person using the tool can be held accountable if a failure occurs in deciding topic priorities. And for now, I will cover and brief these four areas: clear governance structure, defining decision-making, criteria and process for selecting AI, recommended international frameworks for managing risk and ethics. To ensure AI technology are deployed responsibly and effectively, we began by forming a dedicated committee on AI and digital transformation. This committee developed our vision and prioritized, built internal awareness, and lead the groundwork for particular experimentation with AI tools and select parliamentary. The committee played a vital role in shaping a 5-year roadmap, and we proudly celebrated the remarkable outcome that followed. At the beginning, we launched several initiatives without having a clear governance framework in place. However, as we encountered various challenges, we learned a valuable lesson that made us realize it was time to slow down, reflect, and explore existing governance model. We took our time to study and identify frameworks that could support our efforts and selectively adapted what aligned best with our context. We established a strong, secure, flexible, and scalable cloud-based infrastructure. We would unified our database and rebuilt our system using a modern and consistent technology stack. This foundation has enabled us to easily leverage a wide range of AI capabilities, from simple tools to advanced applications, whether developed in-house or integrated through external subscription. It takes 4 years of hard work. As shown, we integrated only the AI tools required to support the operational needs of the department for which each system was proposed built. Who decide what? Here are a few examples of how we structure roles and responsibilities based on the lesson we have learned through experience, as well as best practice observed and recognized framework, including standards such as ISO 42001. Selecting AI initiative, we tested AI tools like NLP to analyze transcripts from parliamentary session, and we are now building dashboards to help us better understand laws and proposals. We are also looking into tools that can read feedback from government and committee reports to support discussion. Not all AI solutions are the same. Some are simple, ready-to-use tools we can subscribe to. These are easy to test and connect with our system. Others are more advanced and take a lot of time and money, sometimes more than 2 years to build probably. Some of our projects need deep planning and effort, but we have also saved time and costly by using smart, ready-made tools. This shows how important it is to stay updated with the new technology, because the right tool at the right time can truly change the way we work. The Council adopted an AI technical governance stack based on best practice. These frameworks guide responsible design, development, deployment, and continuous monitoring of AI systems, while alignment with international principles. Governance is at the heart of our AI integration. We have developed a comprehensive framework inspired by the AU AI Act and ABU guidelines. It includes structure oversight, formal documentation of AI use cases, mandatory human review of outputs, and strict data security policies. We only use authorized tools that comply with our internal catalog of IT services. This ensures ethical use, institutional accountability, and readiness to align with international AI governance framework. Framework core component. These framework and components should be embedded into Parliament AI policy procurement criteria, vendor evaluation, and operational process to ensure trustworthy and context-sensitive AI deployment. This component covers data governance, model lifecycle management, ethical AI, monitoring and security, accountability, and auditability. Challenges. Our journey hasn't been without challenges, and the end to ensure innovation does not outspace our ethical and legal safeguard. Achievement. Regardless of challenges, we've made progress and positioned the Shura Council as a proactive institution. We've built awareness, created internal governance mechanism, and take tangible steps towards responsible AI integration. According to the finding of the World E-Parliamentary Board 2024, we achieved a lead position in the DSR ranking of digital maturity across all parliaments. We are looking ahead, moving forward. We aim to expand the scope of AI application, deepen collaboration with regional partners, and launch tailored training programs for our members and staff, while also offering opportunity for interested parliaments to participate and benefit from shared learning to strengthen our institution readiness. Final message, as we integrated AI into legislative institution, it's very important to focus not only on adoption, but on governance. AI must serve the public good, guided by the values we uphold. We encourage all our institutions to calibrate, share knowledge, and lead responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution, Abeer. Very clear, very precise. I would like to now address the questions that were raised on the chat, and I would address the first question to Saseeta. It was a question raised from UK about the standard tests that you could develop for bias controls and measuring bias. So Saseeta, do you have any additional information on this point?
Yes, as I said, this was a new chapter which was added by the speaker, who is a gender champion, but she gave us some guidelines how we could proceed. That is within the parliamentary context. It could be in the civic, tech, public sector context as well. So she was saying that one of the use cases which would be, we would be developing analysis of the hazard and debates. So we should be careful that there are no biases when analysis comes out. There are no biases against women or within our chatbot, the public chatbot, or the digital assistants for MPs, which would be soon implemented. We do ensure that there are no biases against women, but most particularly for it would concern the Creole translation, which is the Creole language is an extremely colored language with sometimes allusions to women, you know. So while these translations are being made in English or French, or even while it is being transcribed, we will need to be very careful. For example, there is an expression like piment, I think in French that would be piment. So sometimes people do qualify women as being like a hot chili. So things like that, our speaker said we will need to be very careful. It is gender sensitive nowadays, especially if we are going for new projects and bringing the Creole in Parliament. That's why we didn't bring Creole in Parliament all these decades, because it's very colorful. So we will need to be very careful on that. So various dimensions we have to consider. There is a work group working on that. Maybe later I can share the draft evaluation framework, which would be based on data, bias, labeling, representation, gender terms being misinterpreted or stereotyped, and then output bias as well. The system favoring masculine pronouns or roles like chairman, chairwoman. So these were the examples that I was given by the gender experts. And then we do have the gender sensitivity as well, because Mauritius is, we have various ethnicities. So local gender norms being reflected or violated, acceptable in one ethnic community and not acceptable in another one. Maybe at a later
I think
yeah.
Yeah, I think we will address more deeply this question of bias with the colleagues from the Parliamentary Data Science Hub, because it's one of the hottest topic when you're using generative AI on how to mitigate this situation. And I think that your example will be pretty good to be illustrated in this one, and I'm pretty sure we will come back to you to address that more into detail. I would address the second question, I think was provided by Algeria to Abeer. How to frame artificial intelligence without slowing down innovation?
Because if you will follow the governance framework, it's absolutely will make you slow, because you will study, you will make documentation, you will make sure about the ethics and security. This all, and you are very excited to make a new things. This, of course, will slow down the innovation. And we really face this daily. Sometimes we have a new idea and we want to go ahead and do it, and we have with the technology, but the governance will take time to follow the framework and all the steps and take all the improvement, especially the security, the cyber security part.
I think that cybersecurity, as you mentioned, is a concern that many people have, and that is to be seriously considered. So yes, it's true, it may slow down, but it frames the use of artificial intelligence. Thank you for your answer. Saseeta, which solution did you use for subtitling? It was a question from Bahrain in 1 minute.
Yes. We have used Microsoft Azure, but we have tested Whisper as well. But there's Kudo AI as well. But since it's from Bahrain, I think Azure for them would be best. That's okay?
Perfect. Thank you very much. Edmar, the last question that was raised on the floor is for you. It was also asked from Bahrain. Which AI tool did you use for documenting?
Documentation. The tool we use for transcribing, for documenting our transcriptions of parliamentary meetings, even the meetings we have outside of Parliament, is Audimos. I incorrectly said it previously. Audimos. And yeah, that's what we use. It helps us transcribe, it helps us transcribe in its local. So I don't say it gets rid completely of any security issues, but it keeps us knowing that it's with us. If it is to be taken, they have to get through our systems before they can attack that system. We do use also Zoom Companion, but to a bit of a limited capacity than Ademos. Aldemos, sorry.
Thank you very much. And there's also an answer which is put by Edmar in the chat. So if you want to have the exact writing of the name, you can refer to the comment in the chat. Thank you very much for the answers to the question. If you would have a 1 minute to go last message so that people can leave having your main idea on the topic, what would it be? So Edmar, Saseeta, and then Abeer. So Edmar, if people
any message, just keep an eye on the technologies as they are evolving rapidly. Even recently, you have what's it called? GitHub Copilot has been turned into an open source. It's now open source, so you can even fork that and use it for any AI systems you want to develop. So just keep an eye and ear out for any news, and you'll be able to have knowledge on what to do to advance with AI. Legislatively, it's always a risk to allow anything that can harm people. So we need to also keep our legislators in the knowledge of AI, so they can make the right decisions. Thank you.
I would say AI is advancing so rapidly that we need to continue review our AI policies and frameworks, continue to sensitize all our stakeholders, but most importantly, continue to share within our various, be it local networks or international networks, share what our peers are doing elsewhere. Thank you.
We recommend establish an AI governance structure with clear accountability and create an AI strategy roadmap aligned with the legislative goals, launch strategic BOCS for selected use cases with high potential, stay consistently informed about updated published under the AU AI Act and the IBU AI guidelines, adapt ISO 42000, and to ensure safe, responsible AI, engaged all stakeholders early, including legal, technical, and policy teams. Governance must guide AI adoption, collaboration between parliament. Essentially, AI is a tool, value must lead the way.
I'll leave the floor to Stefania Boschetto for introducing the next webinar. And Saseeta, Edmar, Abeer, thank you very much for your contribution. Highly appreciated. And I really think that we will come back to you on some of the topics that you introduced, because there will be key points for next webinars to come. Thank you very much.
Indeed, thank you. Thank you all. It was very interesting. For me, it was the first time that I joined, and I had the pleasure to be here with you. And I must say that it's really what we need, I think, also from the European Parliament. But Ludovic has been here for years. So we will continue on the 22nd of September. The idea is to continue with a webinar on the IEU's case map for Parliament. We're going to have 3 speakers again. A little bit, the format will be similar to the one of today. We're going to have a colleague from the Bundestag, another colleague from the House of Commons in Canada, and a third one from the Parliament in Austria. And the idea is continue this mapping, let's say, of use case of AI use cases, and to see how what we can get from each other and what we can take. So I wait, the timing also should be the same time or less in order to allow everyone to join independently from where they are in the world. And thank you once again. Thank you also Avinash and Andy for the organization and for hosting us.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Stefania, for the next webinar. So we will look for you on this new webinar on 22nd of September. Again, dear honorable members, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, analysts of today with Edmar, Abeer, and Saseeta, thank you very much and wish you all a very good day. Thank you.